We shall now talk about how users interact or get things done from an operating system. You are already familiar with one way. You use the mouse to click and get things done. For example, to delete, you'll click on the mouse at that particular file, right click and press delete. But there's another way of interacting with the operating system using commands. The old way before Windows came in mostly was through commands. But after Windows has come in from 90 to 91, it's been mostly the graphical user interface. So there are two ways of interacting or providing user interactivity with the hardware. One is through a series of commands called as command user interface, and the second is through the graphical interface or known as GUI. It's pronounced as GUI, although it is GUI, it's pronounced as GUI interface. So user may interact using commands or GUI. Now let's try to understand the interactivity through commands. So in a character user interface or a command based user interface, let us say for example, I want to see what is there in this file. So this particular fellow is known as the command prompt. That means at this particular place, starting from this space, I can type the command. So here I am typing type type space name.txt. So whatever is the content of name.txt is going to be displayed on the screen. Suppose I have a file called xy.txt and I want to make another copy called as tmt.txt. So I will give the command copy xy.txt and it will become tmt.txt. This way one file is copied and made a copy of another file. Now the command prompt is ready to receive your next command. So in command based operating systems, the interface is non-graphical. That means through keyboard you're doing it. There's no use of a mouse. In fact, mouse is not available at that point of time. MS-DOS is an example of a command user interface. Commands are given at this prompt. This C colon before this entire thing, C and this greater than symbol is referred to as the command prompt. At this place you can type in the commands and get your work done. The thing with commands is you are required to remember or refer to a sheet to use the right commands. Whereas in graphical user interface, it is much more intuitive and you can easily remember or use the application. Graphical user interface was popularized by Apple from the year 1984. So here using your mouse, joystick, any other input device, you select options from menus or graphical icons. So using the menus or options, using the click of the mouse and moving around the mouse, navigating through the mouse, you are able to select different things. Input devices like mouse are used for execution of commands and selection. So here you don't type, you use the mouse, you right click, it copies. You can do a cut, delete all through the mouse. You do not actually need a command to do that. Example of a graphical user interface which you are using now, Android OS, Windows, is all example of a graphical user interface.